are going to be a shoo-in for at least one of these games.
And things looked scary for North America yesterday as they were pushed all the way to Game 5 by Gambit Esports Infinity. They could look to do the same thing today, as G2 Esports has, ever since the
Olaf, though, being taken away. I like that they're trying to limit Jankos' pool. They've accepted that one...
often considered a bit more of a favorable matchup because he does have the range advantage and slightly strong...
has happened. And Wadid back on Tom Ken's duty alongside a scaling pick for Hjarnan, who they want to show. You have to assume the Kotopaco is going to save the last pick, but Infinity Esports really taking their time. Will decide to match scaling with scaling. Tristan Alistair, a lane that we have seen that the team often drafted. It was a big comfort pick for Wunder, 13 games during the regular season. And I think that it makes a lot of sense. Interestingly, okay, we're going to see the Urgot in the mid lane, and Poppy's actually going to be sent up top. So, we could also see the Gragas up. Okay, Poppy up top. I think it's Poppy up top, Gragas the jungler got mid, but we wait 20 seconds, of course, before anything can get swapped around. This is the first, interestingly enough,
yet. But Wunder has hit level 6. Jankos, they should be looking for the dive.
Solid Snake moving forward, does have the level 5. Poppy will get here first, so they want to go for it. Does manage to get the stun. Chain CC managing to come through. Jankos, though, trying to stun it up, trying to lock it up, using the smite to stay healthy, and Wunder not even batting an eyelid. A lot of confidence from Jankos.
Perks has roamed up towards the top side of the map as well. Level 6 for Wunder. G2 going for the dive.
Wunder's going to have the ultimate immediately going to pop it, trying to get a little bit of fear down on the minions. Relic now knocking him back, trying to make his way up safety. Ulti comes in from Perks, and he's still there. Kotopaco moving in. Connects. Where's he going to go? Pulling him back, going to burn that passive. Lock Wunder up under the tower. I don't think they got any follow-up here, though. Just forcing Kotopaco back. Getting a little bit aggressive. The knockups are connecting. Jankos still no level 6, though. Means this is just a lot of ultimates burned, but not a lot gained in the end.
So flashes both traded on either side. Arce now goes in the bot lane.
Stack 2, stack 3. He's going to get pulled. He's going to spit right under this tower. No ultimate for the Alistair, and that just means he's going to die. First blood.
He was able to respond in kind, even though Perks had arrived towards the top side of the map. Renu now
is going to get punted back. Does have to use the ultimate, though, as well, just to knock Wadid away. And now we see the Gragas come to the bot side. Hjarnan would feel confident. Solid Snake is right here. Hjarnan, a lot of tools to get out with that ultimate available. Skarner in the area as well. If they want to make this happen, they're going to need to make it quick. Gragas is going in. He's going to get pulled back to the belly. Wadid. A little bit of time. There's the cast, going to spin him back out, but Hjarnan makes it out before he goes down. Wadid now running. Gray health ticking down. Here comes the Urgot looking for the ultimate. Is going to be body blocked by Jankos. Beautiful block there in the end. Not quite enough on the cast. They want something so desperately. They finally get one. Infinity burning so much in that exchange.
And G2 feel confident trying to make this play, and good use of the Gragas ultimate there from Solid Snake to just hold onto it until Wadid had burnt that flash. He then does get Hjarnan to safety, and you think at this point, Wadid's guaranteed to die. He just barely walks away with his life, but then the range of Renu is enough, but now we see another play.
Trying to make the play, does manage to interrupt it. Hjarnan now needs to get out to safety, but he's going to go down immediately. Wadid next on the menu, and Infinity are ripping apart this G2 bottom lane. Absolutely merciless. And wants to make a case for him to be the big carry. So he just cuts through Relic's health bar, and the Rift Herald will get utilized. Tristana trying to move up, but looks like Infinity do just have to sacrifice this tower that will cement G2 a gold lead here at the 13-minute mark.
So this is the thing for G2 at one item. To me, they still feel stronger because they have the Syndra and they have the Aatrox, and I think G2 are relying on that. And once those items have been completed, now they've been able to take a tower off the board, they may look to be a little bit more proactive as we enter the mid-game state. Infinity, though, they just want to...
These days where you have individual talent on the team that is performing better in the lane in case of G2, but teamwork as a whole now looking great for Infinity. TP's coming in on the backside, though. G2 see their window to fight. They want to get it started. Perks, though, not connected to the stun, but there's the ulti coming in from Jankos. But still, Renu remains untouched on the backside. Only 2 items, not a ton of damage coming in, but Arce tanking everything. Wunder right into the back line. Wants to fire home, but now the ulti is going to be used up. He's going to resurrect right here, backing off on the opposite side. That is 2 for 0 in the favor of G2, finally making their mark on the map.
But Infinity still secure themselves a tower. The question is, what can G2 get off the back of this fight? They needed to force it, they land the stun.
Kotopaco still very tanky. Renu still with enough wave clear to keep this one going, but Perks stepping so far forward, ready to commit here. Be pulled right out by Wadid, knows that he has his teammates to keep him safe, but now Tristana
of Poppy. And you can also see, thank you observers, slipping over to the gold. 4,000 gold in favor of Wunder. That is where this gold lead is coming from. Yet in terms of the fights, that doesn't matter if Wunder cannot get onto those crucial damage dealers in Renu.
You can see the pit is all but dark for G2. They have the single ward that is, I believe, disabled by a control ward. Perks now trying to find the engage, forcing the flash out from Renu is massive. G2 taking priority in the mid lane. Wunder still far behind, but Poppy's on the bottom side. Perks just looking for a pick.
Ooh, good consume there from Wadid.
Arce, where's he going to go? Hex flash on the wall. He's looking for a little bit more. Wants to get it. Headbutt pulverized. Not going to connect. Nice disengage from Perks. Relic on the backside, but Wonder's going to stop him from making it the team fight. The Aatrox has been left behind. Kiana goes in on the tank. He looks for a good option. Renu now leaping forward, though. Wadid, the one left, and the Zanya's now trying to back off. G2 fighting as a strong 4. The front line coming through, and Aatrox is cutting people down. Yarnan's there to pick up the kills, and Arce is now running. Unbreakable about to run out. Perks going to grab that one. No, in the end, all 3 kills going to Yarnan. G2 just dominating
Front line because of the level advantage and damage the Wonder has. He can just focus the tanks and they'll be fine.
Yanko's now running, looking for that carry. Wonder ready to go over the wall if he gets the opportunity. Arce to the left of no man's land is going to have to flash some safety. Relic looking for the disengage, doesn't connect on anyone. Little error there, and that means Poppy might be the first to go. The flash is being burned left and right. Solid Snake now feels like he has to force a fight. Perks though locked up into the wall. That's going to be immediately coming out with deep flashes over just to save the mid laner. A hero performance for the Tahm Kench, but he may be next in line. Renu uncontested on the backside. Yarnan as well, and Solid Snake wants to disrupt it. Knock it back into the team, and this is the team fight Infinity wanted. Triple for the Tristana.
And now Infinity can make their way straight towards the ban. 3 members of G2 are dead, and it comes off the back of a huge misplay from Perks. He flashes into the wall, and that is more than enough to allow Renu to just shred through the G2 lineup, win them the team fight, and this will secure them the big Baron buff.
34 minutes into the game, a 3K deficit for Infinity. That's going to start shrinking real quick with this Baron backing them up. Infinity have a lot of CC here to shut it down, and now the siege begins. Renu, though, locked up briefly. Gonna get knocked back. Wonder, though, gonna be the one in trouble. The ulti immediately coming in. They're gonna try to fight for this tier 2 tower, but Relic is getting deleted. The 3-man knockup coming through, though. He's trying to make it out to safety. Does go down in the end. G2 happy to fight under their tower. Infinity hard overcommitting on this one, and they're gonna lose 2 members. Kotopaco trying to turn it back. Renu's still in touch, but who is he free to auto-attack? The range is not quite enough. That tier 2, the MVP of the exchange, Infinity, far too aggressive.
Infinity, they overcommit underneath the tower, and G2 are able to hold the line. Renu is still alive, though. They want to keep sieging towards this objective. Kiana, he doesn't have the LT, but G2, they need to be careful. Don't overchase.
Renu with the rapid fire cannon does lay it down a little bit of poke. Perks ready. Busts out the
Oh,
spellbind, ready to commit for it. Renu now needs to make his way out of this one, backing off. Solid Snake is going to get pulled back, but Wonder may have stayed too long. The GA available, though, means he does get the Resurrect off, and Renu going to commit here, but Perks is right over the wall. There's the ulti coming out. Renu! Sliver of life remaining. Kotopaco goes down before he can use the ulti, and G2 just keep winning these small exchanges.
And now they're looking for the collapse.
Renu is going to take a miracle if you want to get at this one. Wonder knows better. He's not going to commit. He's just waiting for the rest of the team to get there. Renu going to look for the reset on the rocket jump, but no, knocked out of the sky. Not going to happen. Perks takes it away from him.
Fights is what we need to be seeing from the top laner.
Now he's going to take a lot of damage from Perks, though. Forced out. Stun comes through. Immediate QSS. The fight is going to kick off on the bottom side, though. They see Perks leaving, and now they got their eyes set on Wonder. Yarnan remains untouched. Ulti going to bring him back. Will reset there on the revive. Is he going to be able to make it out of this one? Now going to get knocked down. That's a pick-off in the favor of Infinity. But Relic going down in the meantime as Perks is on a rampage. Both teams, 4 members left standing. 2 top laners dead.
The Elder Drake is alive, Dracos. And while G2 do have the push in mid, they don't have their top laner. The Aatrox is such a big threat towards the backline. I don't know if they can deal with Renu, but look at Perks. He's going the long way around.
Perks has no ulti, though, but he does a lot of damage if he can make his way to the backside. Predator now being used. Yanko's threatening. It might just come down to the smite fight. Are they going to be willing to risk it? Perks moving into the backside, but they're going to spot him out. He's left on his lonesome. Infinity pulling back to their own territory. Renu has to be careful if he gets blocked off here. Yarnan, will he have the aggressive to go in? That's the Dragon going down in favor of Infinity. Could just be everything in the fight to come. They need to kill Renu if they want to win this one. All on Yarnan. Will he push any further? But there's the Urgot ult right on time on cooldown. Renu going to delete him. Look for the reset, but no. Yarnan living. Not enough. 3 kills in the favor of Infinity. Elder Dragon as well. A beautiful fight.
And that pick on the Wonder was so crucial for Infinity, because in the 4 versus 4, they knew that with the Tristana, they'd be in a much better position to win out on the fight. They also have a huge minion wave up towards the top side of the map, and now, with 3 members dead on the side of G2, Infinity are looking to break into the base.
Perks cancels the TP on the bottom side, though. That is going to be crucial. Kotopaku's still incredibly tanky, and Arce hungry for blood, but he's going to get pulled right back. Kotopaku looking for the 1v1 because Perks has no mana. If he misses another skill shot, he could just go down. Fear Beyond Death. Look at that cooldown getting lower and lower and lower. Kotopaco was hungry for blood. Perks, can you outplay this? The tower will offer you safety, but it won't stop you from losing the game. Wonder versus the world in the base right now. Game 1, flash on the Fear Beyond Death. Kotopaco moving back into the tower. Wants to get the outplay, but it doesn't matter, Vedius, because Infinity take game 1.
About Solid Snake is we know he's a playmaker. We know he likes to be. We know that it can be played both mid and top. But if
people,
so,
I mean, I'm not gonna. It's a more interesting champion if you're like, I want to have more fun, Aatrox, because no, it will be the greatest esports meme of all time. Goodbye to Kaboom. But more importantly, the series is still much closer than either side expected, and Cotopaco getting his hands on his LeBlanc. G2, interestingly, still going shift here.
You could do Ryze and Zoe are 2 options, but it kind of reignited the idea of, well, if Kai'Sa's a really strong champion, you know who's a really good answer to Kai'Sa? Kog'Maw. In lane, he is so obnoxious to deal with, and he's one of the few that you could argue that just kind of can match her in terms of the scaling potential.
In Vedius, I wanted to see what aggressive pick was going to back up the...
Cotopaco smartly holds on to it. Then, the moment the stun has disappeared, he teleports back and then he flashes out. But that is a flash gone now for the LeBlanc, and Yanko's looking for another gank.
Arce definitely did not start W. So this is going to be a little bit difficult. He's going to get stunned up. Renu going to do what he can. The flash out of safety. That's the head of Pulverize. Arce goes down for first blood to Jankos.
Damn. Jankos. While last game, Infinity, they had a scaling hyper carry and had a solid front line. Neither side really has that strong front line this time around. The Alistar, you could argue, is there, but I feel like these fights are going to be a lot more scrappy. And as the game progresses, it's all going to come down to execution again from these AD carries.
3 members in the book, they're trying to burst down Wadid, but he has the ultimate there. Tomcat buying as much time as he can. Renu, though, left up and available, trying to get something back. Wadid will drop here. The heal comes out. He's flashing to safety. They are going to get one back. Jankos, though, needs to be careful on the tree, but Perkz is here. Perkz is ready to save the day. That's 1 kill going down. He's pointing, he's clicking, and Cotopaco wants something so badly. Will trade it back, but so many kills going over to G2 in the exchange.
Ends up being a 2 for 3 in favor of G2, and the crucial difference was that Hyanan was not focused, whereas Renu was. And if it wasn't for the arrival of Cotopaco, that fight could have gone much worse for G2. But in the end, they end up finding the kills that they want in this early game, and Infinity fall behind.
Perkz now continuing to trade. Wonder on the way. Cotopaco with almost no mana here. Wonder ghosting in. Can offer him a little bit of slow. Silence is there. The Ignite is there. He's running. He's trying to juke him, but there's the target right on him with that Ignite, and Wonder grabs another kill.
Best left for the Wolves. Ooh, but we have to go back because there's more action.
Thought Relic wants to keep it going, trying to get out to safety. Already burning the passive, but that's not enough for the side of G2. They want to take him out. Buying a bit of time. Wait. Pulling him back out from under the tower. My God, the patience. They are not giving this man a chance. Where's he going to go? Relic needs to run, needs to make it out. Solid Snake is there, but it's too little too late. And the bot side is dying as well. After a tough loss in game 1, G2 are here to play.
And now Infinity have the power of magic. Now
Cotopaco rest, trying to buy his way out of there, but Camille's just not going to let it happen. Trying to juke, but it's not enough. They'll just kill the clone and him in the process. G2 complete control of mid lane, moving up extra members. They're looking to break this tower, Vedius.
Wonder once again roaming down. While his damage isn't needed, the pressure should be enough to secure this tower. Here comes Relic from the flank.
Wants to get something done. Will they die for anything more? Relic is here. Solid Snake wants to get started. Uses the ult, but just pushes them back. The tower's still going to drop. Relic wants to go in, but Wadid is going to turn it right back. Now the Aatrox to the back line, though, wants to get it started, but the silence is going to stop him from getting much more impact than that. Solid Snake on the retreat. Everybody else is dead. Tahm Kench has to save the ulted Aatrox just to keep this from getting any worse. Enough attack speed there to give Hyanan the stealth and the escape. Ultimate gonna come out, Cotopaco running, but there is no running from that Hextech ultimatum. Spotted out, the clone getting brought back by Wonder. We call that an oopsie. Cotopaco making it to safety with some fancy footwork. Now backing off though, they're not done yet. Solid Snake gonna be in trouble, but Relic is off to the side looking to get this fight kicked off. Xin Zhao immune under the strength of that ultimate. Aatrox not gonna be so lucky, pulling back under the tower. Renu in no man's land, cannot come to help the team at G2. Walking away empty-handed, but forcing a lot of summoner spells.
Really helpful against the LeBlanc as well because of all the extra health you get. And Hyanan still going for the AP build, but now Wonder could be in some trouble. How can G2 punish, if at all?
Trying to run. Infinity now moving forward, but you can see G2 setting up around the Baron Pit. They will threaten to take this. They fully commit onto Wonder. Solid Snake is there. There's no jungler. We're all eyes on Wonder, but the Baron is just as important at this stage of the game. Wonder now running for his life. He doesn't really have any other options out. Wants to pull him back. He's going to get the fear off. Can Wonder actually outplay this? He's already 2v1. He's already survived. He's already bought enough time for his team to take the Baron. Infinity have to contest now or they're going to lose everything. Baron dropping for G2. Wonder is still alive. He's still looking for the outplay. He's going to break the passive as well on the retreat.
Oh
my God!
Wonder finds himself the 2 versus 1 on the Urgot. And this is why he's considered one of the best top laners in Europe.
Vedius, I am lost for words. Fantastic from Wonder. The rest of G2 now gets to have a heyday with the map. They have a man advantage. They have the Baron. They are uncontested, and Wonder is here again. He just says, throw a few more at me. Send 3, send 4. My team's going to keep carrying this one through, and Wonder, beautiful performance thus far. Now the engage comes in as well. This could just be the final fight. Solid Snake determined to get something back. Malzahar throwing a silencer to the back line. Kotopaco so incredibly low. Renu free hitting on the back line, but he just doesn't have enough damage at this stage. Camille coming out. The ulti going to be used on a clone, though not what they needed. But Hjarnen's pushing up the mid lane. G2 are breaking the base uncontested.
G2, they have all 5 members alive. Relic has now respawned and is ready to group up with his team, but G2, they'll take the tower. Going for the inhib, could be a little greedy.
Could potentially get the second inhib. Solid Snake, the one who's too greedy, though. The killing spree from Perks. Jankos gets the fight started. Hjarnen going in. He's got that lust for blood. He's ready. Too long as he sat passive on the bottom side of the map. He's ready to get the fight started. Wonder throwing out the ultimate. The Cogmine spit out. Not going to happen, but here it is. G2 bringing it back in game 2. They're going to take out the opposition. They're going to crush them at every single turn. And in game 2, the story of G2 is dominance.
Prediction God. It's not like they've done it 2 times in a row. All right, do G2 prioritize the Aatrox or the Urgon? Haha! So they go.
Ooh. Okay, that's new.
Well, to be fair, Rakan was banned in both games, and the most played AD carry for Renu is the Xayah. So the question is, do G2 now pick away the Xayah, or do they say we have an answer for it ourselves?
Alistair cut
To play early game junglers. I wonder if he goes for the Camille now.
And then what will Jankos respond with? That would be the big question. But if you take Skarner, I feel like Jankos...
Yeah. See them going for Yasuo here from Kotopaco. I have heard that it's a pretty decent matchup into the Aurelia. Okay, they're going to go for the Cassio instead. All right. So Cassio's miasma is really good at limiting some of the mobility tools that the Aurelia does have.
But still grabbing a ton of CS here in the mid lane. And now Jankos ready to move into this middle lane. Not interested in neutralizing the Skarner, interested in making his mark. Perk's going to try to set up the stun, buying a bit of time for Kotopaco. Kotopaco now running. Here comes the Predator. Jankos going to try to throw the knockback out, but Perks might just be the one in trouble. Can they turn this back? The stun's going to connect. First blood dropping. Jankos now has to be careful up against this Skarner. Slowly but surely getting chipped down here, and he is going to back off.
Wait, Solid Snake, he could be in trouble here. Jankos has the Q. Not going to throw it out. Spend a little bit more of their gold.
Wonder now ghosting though. Looking for a play on the top side. No ulti available yet for Aatrox. He's going to try to burn him down. It's going to be a pretty easy one if he manages to connect it. Now trying to go on the retreat, bringing him back, taking him out. Beautiful count on the timing from the Aatrox ult.
And Wonder with a game. You keep trying to outplay G2 on an individual level. That's where you'll see them falter.
Here comes the Predator in the mid lane though. Pulling Perks back. Do they have enough damage to take him down? It looks like the answer is yes. Kotopaco finally getting a play of his own, and Relic surviving on the top side, but just barely. Wonder choosing between a kill and the tower at this point. Infinity bleeding out on the top side of the
game is still very even. Means that
you're gonna have to hold that talk. Keep becoming bot lane. Kotopaco looking for the play. He manages to stun 2. Is there any follow-up? Woodita's locked at the Cassio, and now Solid Snake is moving forward, trying to body block. There's the engage. Once again, Chain CCing down the Aurelia, but Wonder is here and he's ready to go. Solid Snake's already dead. Relic on the backside, moving right into that pinch. They do not want to fight. He's shutting down that Aurelia in the mid lane.
Pressure being built up for G2 in the mid. They summon up the Rift Herald. Solid Snake looking for something. His flash is up. Predator has been popped. He's not going to find anything as the mid tower goes down. G2 looks to continue to extend their gold lead. And
a lot of these comfort picks, getting the Xayah Rakan in their hands. A lot of potential to make a play here. But the Predator now coming out. Perks can try to buy a bit of time with the stun. The flash forward. Going to pull him in. Going to chain the CC together with Rakan leaping in. And goodbye to Perks. That's going to be that 0-4 scoreline.
I will accept it. And now Infinity gaining vision around the river. Ooh, Kotopaco.
Big risk there with the ult. Nice sidestep though. Still going to get hit by Perks' ulti in the end. Trying to turn this one around with the Xayah Rakan on the backside. Renu going to try to free hit in moving forward onto Hjarnen. Now throws out the ulti, brings it back. Feathers come back, and that's so much damage onto Hjarnen. The Xayah though may not be enough because Jankos stitches out so much of his own. Flashing over the wall. Renu now on the retreat. Wonder now running for his life. The double going in for Jankos, but Relic is down for a little bit of revenge here up against Wonder. Maybe a bit too risky to chase. Ulti slowly timing out.
Right? Because if you start it, bit of a trade.
Kotopaco does get stunned up though. Perk's taking so much damage in exchange.
But yeah, so, okay, no. Dive happening up top.
Wall coming out. Kotopaco has the ultimate available, burning out. Get a little more damage down on the Yankos. The minions blocking a lot of what's coming out. The Kotopaku needs to play safety. That's one kill going down. Perks now in trouble. The rest of the team on the hunt for the remaining members of G2. Pulled back and locked up. Perks trying to dash his way around, but it's not going to happen. Fedius, what was that you just said? Cassio shredding through Baron. Could we see it?
Yeah.
Kotopaku getting lower and lower, but 5K and dropping. Can anyone stop this? 2K going down further and further. Wonder trying to get it started, but the Baron has already dropped in favor of Infinity. Now they're trying to find the fight when Yarnan untouched on the backside. Aatrox going to go into the passive, and Wonder running for his life, but Renyu still alive and well. Kotopaku is out of mana, but I don't even know if they need him. Infinity are on the hunt. Wonder needs to find a flank to the backside, but he simply cannot. He may give his life as well, taking out Solid Snake as Yarnan, continuing to cut through. Yarnan is going off in the fight. They simply cannot kill it. Kaisa, triple coming through for G2 to turn it back.
Such a big turnaround fight. Perks and Yanko should be so grateful to the carries on their team, because what was a big misplay is now a big win for G2.
Kotopaku now trying to turn it all around, but it does not matter. Goes golden, but he's already burning down. He dies right there. Shut.
Of course.
Don't forget the support, Mr. Me.
Yeah, you can't forget the support. That would have been disaster. Now, Infinity looking for a play.
Pulling back Wonder. How much damage can they actually lay down? The knock, he's not going to be able to dash out of that one. Clean pick off. Now moving for a little bit more. No Baron buff backing them up, sadly. They will just break this tower. Good pick getting off from Infinity. They're starting to play at their own pace. But Yankos with so much wave clear. No Baron empowering those minions. It's pretty easy for him to just cut them down. Relic on the front line, though, looking to take out Yankos. Incredibly vulnerable. Would he trying to buy a little bit more time? Perks is going to start dashing and ducking his way through the back line, leaping in and out. Proccing the ult from Relic. Now going into reservation mode. They have to be careful, though. Approaching Kotopaku away as they ulti up could be disastrous. It's a slow, steady siege. Both these teams continuing to battle it out. 20 seconds to Wonder. He has the TP. There's vision where he can flank from if he gets the opportunity. But the tier 2 will drop. Infinity back off after that.
Yeah, the wave clear isn't that strong from G2. And Perks is pretty far behind. Oh, he's got to respect this.
Perks, the flash engage. They're going to lock up one. They're looking to lock up a few more, but Perks manages to find the disengage. Not going to be enough, however. Hjarnan on the run. Kotopaku trying to hunt him down. Now moving in. Wonder on the way. The Urgot's going to come in the middle of everybody. He's going to take out Relic. Wadid is here as well. How much can Wonder do for this team? Cutting through those health bars. Running, though. They're trying desperately, but there's the fear, and it's not enough because death is coming for Cassio too. Kotopaku absolutely deleted.
And this is Wonder once again. You get a little over-eager, and you try to force more plays than you can. Now Solid Snake going in once again.
Force one of those plays right now, trying to take out Wonder, but pulled back. Predator still frog. Solid Snake still running for it. He's going to be the one caught in the middle of the team. He cannot afford to stray that far. Wonder's going to pull him back. Is just going to bring it going. Perks locked up in the middle of everybody, but they're trying to bring it back with the Xayah. Lots of feathers coming in. Arcee on the retreat. Perks leaping forward, trying to find the sun, trying to find the reset. It does not matter. This is the cleanup from G2. Riding in on the wall. It might just be the one that takes into victory. Goodbye to Renyu. Slowly but surely getting chipped down, and G2 are destroying Infinity.
G2 though, they have no minion wave. Relic buys enough time, and the Baron is not going to respawn fast enough for G2 to really capitalize.
Oh.
Relic's still on the run.
Oh, well played there on the dash back. There's nowhere else for him to go, though. Yankos is here, too. He thought maybe, just maybe, I can turn it on Perks. Is not going to happen. Betty.
And it all just comes off the back of, once again, Wonder having a phenomenal game.
Taking the fight off. Kotopaku needs to find that 4-man ulti. He's going to get it out, and it's not going to happen. That's the pick. Wonder now unstoppable, but all of G2 coming in there in the clutch.
Cowbell coming out from Wadid.
Oh.
The signal.
The rallying cry of the G2 army.
Here comes the Talia wall.
Headbutting him away. Skarner's all isolated on his lonesome. Wadid stopping any follow-up. Solid Snake all but set to fall. There's really absolutely no way he can get out of this one. There's simply too many members chasing him. Is the crystalline exoskeleton going to be enough? Can he get the movement speed still? I don't think so. Hjarnan now leaping forward, committing the ulti. Trading it 1-for-1, but sadly not enough life for Solid Snake. Goodbye to the Skarner. G2 in prime position to take the game.
They now have...
Coach. Perks is focusing on the mid lane, but they see they have an advantage. Perks now could get it on the flank, but he's focusing on the inhibitor. Wonder using the gargoyle stone plate. Arcee doing what he can to stop the fight from going any further, but they haven't even killed the Urgot. G2 simply too far ahead. Perks keeping the fight going. Kotopaku all but burns down now, and G2 are just running it into the base of Infinity. Perks, though, does get shut down. Yankos retreating there, using the wall to buy a bit more time, but it looks like 3 inhibitors is the name of the game for G2, giving up a member in exchange.
Yeah, Infinity actually end up winning out on that fight, and G2 are the ones forced to retreat. One good fight is all they need.
Relic gonna look for the flank. Can he find anything else? Stun already now used. They're gonna pull Wonder back to the middle of the team, but I don't know if that's where you want that Urgot. They're trying to chain CD him down. They're trying to cut through him. There's the revive coming in from the Aatrox. Wonder deleted before the fight even starts. Perks throwing out the ultimate. Can he bring it back? Can he turn this fight in their favor? A lot of cooldowns burned on the side of Infinity. Hjarnan still alive and well, still the massive threat in this fight. They can't afford to get distracted by Perks.
G2 just waiting for the minions to do what they can. Here comes the Taliyah wall to just separate Infinity.
Breaking up the team.
Very quickly chain CC him down. He even tries to flash out of the situation, but it's not enough. And Infinity showcasing that their late game team fighting is definitely one that you have to respect.
Renu now moving forward, ready to test the Baron, but he doesn't see the flank coming. He doesn't see G2 on the backside. He sees him now, but it might be too little too late. Renu going to run down and try to find a way out of this one. Kotopaku wants to find this flank, but Renu's already so incredibly low. Wonder into Arce into the back line, but he's only able to hit Relic thus far. GA already burned. Renu immediately going to use the ultimate, but Wonder is ready to go over that wall if he has to. The fight slowly but surely being lost on the side of Infinity. G2 pushing in, looking for a little bit more. Now Relic is going to activate the ultimate, but it could be too little too late. G2 happily playing the fight slow. They know it's all
Ace, Infinity, with their jungler gone, will not be able to steal this objective away, and Baron secure, G2 secure another Baron.
Last Bastion. Baron powering up these minions. Relic doing what he can to hold on. Hasn't even had a chance to back. The wall now being used to split, support an 80 carry. Perks just walking it down the mid lane. Fighting is the only option left. If they wait, they will die. There are too many super minions in the base. Infinity have to find a fight, but G2 are the ones who are going to start first. Relic immediately going to get picked off. Kotopaku needs an ult to turn this one, but Hjarnan into the back line is just going to delete the Cassio. That is everything for G2 in the last moment as they take the game. But you won't.
Give us Olaf. That's what they
say, look, you want to take the Urgot? We have a counter pick ready. It's not the same. Relic, so much pressure now on this guy or Kotopaku, whoever takes this champion to make the most of it, because Perks' Rise is available. They've given the Alistar open. Do you have to just take the
away the Kai'Sa? This draft is shaping up very differently, and it just feels like Infinity trying to take a lot away. I would love to see an Olaf lock in. You take it away from Jankos. Like, this is a G2 draft in the hands of Infinity.
Oh.
Back to his Xin Zhao as well, where he was trying to be proactive on the map. His Skarner as well. Oh, wow, and they picked.
They banned the Camille and the Lee Sin, and they take the Camille. But Morgana and Braum have been banned, so what do Infinity take here?
But, I mean, whoa, we got to talk about the fact that G2 picked Taliyah into Olaf. This is not a good matchup for the Taliyah, and honestly, it's just a bit disrespectful because we know that Solid Snake is willing to match Jankos. We've seen it multiple times. And I just feel that...
Ooh. All right, well, I'm excited about this. You want to go out with some gems. Go out shining, you know? And it is true, it is an option. That could be the counter pick to the Urgot.
It would be a lot of AP damage, though, on the side of G2. Wow.
It's AP versus AD.
I'm really not a fan of this draft from the side of G2. It is very squishy. You're very reliant on Perks.
Not getting the beneficial end of these trades, and Wadid now roaming into the mid lane to snag a cannon creep. You gotta respect that. Perks, though, could be in a bit of a tough spot. Level 6 comes in, trying to burn down Kotopaku, not even worried about the Olaf Ignite. Still ticking. First blood for Perks. Infinity.
But a lot of action happening early on, and now, again, in the mid lane.
Oh, no!
Kotopaku isn't quite able to land it. Oh, but Solid Snake has found Jankos.
Level 6 to level 4. Jankos just dies. Is absolutely the case. Solid Snake, though. Gonna catch. Perks is there. Stun does connect. Perks is gonna dash over the wall, however.
No flash
over. No hesitation. Perks is immediately gonna get cut down, but the heal is there to back him up. Unstoppable, but burning, slowly ticking. Hjarnan with the 4-shot. Where's it gonna go? Doesn't need it. Perks takes it in the end. Corrupting Potion, red buff even. I'm leaving, but Olaf is in the mid lane. Has it available. There's the Herald that he picked up just moments ago. Infinity looking to break the mid lane tower, but still, G2 are the ones who are going to get tower first blood on the bottom side of the map.
We're still seeing, though, once again, why this Aurelia is not a bad matchup into the LeBlanc. You land that stun and you can just glue to her and really out DPS her with your passive. The consistent damage is more than enough, and now Renu has even TP'd into the mid lane, and that's sieging onto this tier 2.
Threatening with a single use of the Flawless Duet, ready to throw out the second one. Move forward onto Perks, doesn't want to risk anything. Relic is on the way in. Perks could potentially be in trouble, but Wadid is on the way in. That's enough damage. Shut down with the Void Seeker. 2 towers blown up in an instant from Infinity. Yet, but when it is, may try to make a play into the side lane. Kotopaku finds the stun, will commit. Now going to use the ultimate as well. Wonder just going to flash over the wall, but Kotopaku very much on the hunt. Continues to auto. Passive fully stacked. Wonder now running, trying to buy a bit more time. Phase rush is there. Kotopaku, what else have you got? Ward over the wall, not going to commit. Now the TP comes in on the top side. Relic going to commit onto Wadid. He's left all on his lonesome. They see the pressure point, they see the weakness, and it is Wadid, and they take him down.
And Infinity find themselves another kill.
Standing. Arce here to threaten. G2 may have to back off, but the wave is there to back him up, and Perkz just constantly threatening Renu. A lot of damage laid down. The stair is going to connect. Arce now trying to peel the rest of the team off. Waiting on those cooldowns. Renu has to run. The Tauren, maybe the sacrificial lamb, but Solid Snake here to turn it around. Kotopaku over the wall, but he's in the middle of 5 members of the team. All but set to die here. Kotopaku giving up his life for nothing. G2 with the pick. Realm Wolf now coming up. They want to extend this play. They know this is their advantage. Wonder looking to lock him up. Wonder looking to get something done. Arce may need to commit the ult here. Not going to use it. 2. Infinity grouped up as 5, ready to force a fight. Perkz looking for a flank onto the side. They've got a Renu, Solid Snake. Where's the Tauren ultimate going to go? Kotopaku going to find the stun on it with D, forcing it now. Immediately trying to use the ult to lock the members. Proactive use of the Tauren ult, stopping any recourse on the opposite side. Relic's bringing the cow right into the chest. A little ground beef. Get them started before they turn on that Drake.
And what are they? Infinity found a couple of favorable fights, and then the game slowed down rapidly, and now they've just been scaling, ramping up. And these third items being worked on. 3 items have in fact been finished for Relic.
Ghost now burned. Immediately goes in on the Perkz, forces Perkz out of the fight. The Tauren ulti comes down, but they're going to burn him down before he gets a chance. Perkz goes back and immediately in, looking for the opportunity. Pull back in the middle of the team, though that is the fear. Kotopaku now on the hunt for Wonder, wants to bring it back. The stuns are connecting. Jankos is getting cut through, but Hjarnan remains untouched. The 80 carry gone means Hjarnan may be able to turn this. The double, though, dropping in the meantime. Infinity desperate to turn this one back, but they've already lost the fight. The 80 carry is up. The curtains are here, and he's looking to call him right down onto the front line of Infinity. Force shot going to connect. Has 2 more in the barrel, wants to take down. Relic wants to get this kill back, but it's just not going to happen. Hjarnan with a beautiful turnaround. Wonder they need to take this. Kotopaku, I don't know if he can outplay this one. The stair, the point and click, he takes him down. That's the double for Wonder. A beautiful turn for G2.
And G2 actually win the team fight. The unbelievable. But here we go, Infinity starting off the Baron. Teleport is available for Wonder and the top laner.
Jankos is here, can throw a lot of damage down on the pit. 5k getting lower. Solid Snake wants to take this one down. Jankos is nowhere in the nearby area. Tauren ulti going to be used. They need to make it out of the pit as quickly as humanly possible. Both top laners TPing in now. Relic in the middle. Perkz trying to find his way into the back line, but he takes so much damage back. He chases a beautiful Aurelia ult. Dash through, pull back. There's the fear. There's the reset. Oh my god! They're cutting through G2. Jankos can't even find a way out. Infinity destroy G2.
And this is what we were expecting from Infinity. They just kick the back.
They want to catch Perkz down. They want to end it here. I don't think they have enough time on this one, but they will at least break the inhibitor line. Will they commit for the following fight? They don't have major cooldowns. Tauren ulti slowly but surely on the way as he gets those autos in. Not going to find anything else here, but big shift in this game. Perkz trying to hunt, trying to find an isolated member. Not going to happen yet. And 5k gold lead that he
able to get to the Infernal Drake
wants
first.
to steal it, not going to be able to get it. Now he's locked himself in the pit in a bit of a tough spot here, but Renu is pushing in, can't afford to go too far. Ulti's not going to connect from the Urgot, but they're chasing him down anyway with Dean. Going to give up his life here in the exchange. G2 on the back foot.
Has really outperformed Perkz. They are on track to take us to a game 5 as G2 look for that last-ditch effort team fight.
Perkz, that was definitely a misclick. He did not want to go back into the middle of that team. Now comes the Tauren ultimate. Urgot going forward. A little more damage. Perkz shut down onto Kotopaku. Wonder now wants to turn it. This is the second time Infinity even tried to fight under the tower, and it is the second time G2 will look to rout them for their mistakes. Infinity backing off. Relic going to go down here. The GA procced. No other options as Perkz just continues the hunt. Taken out in the end. Not a single member dropping on the side of G2. Tower living as well. Perkz wants to continue the push. The super minions are there on the top side. Slowly working their way through.
Infinity, they know they have that wave and they're going to pressure with this Baron, but it's in complete darkness right now.
Relic needs to get out of here though. If he goes down, it's going to be disastrous. The team fight, the follow-up from G2 could be everything. But the Baron's going to go down. They get it. They need to make their way out now. They cannot afford to die here. Jankos on the side though, not going to let it happen. Kotopaku running with D, trying to keep the fight going. Wonder on the backside. Everything turning against them. G2 firing back, finding their way back into the game on the back of this fight. Now cleaning up as the double drops for Wonder. Perkz on the side, baiting Solid Snake. Another kill going over in the favor of Hjarnan. Everything falls apart for G2. And Perkz just playing with his food, just buying time as they turn it back.
And when all was lost, when the Nexus was exposed for G2, they somehow find the miraculous fight. And now, with those death timers, G2 could potentially end the game.
He's going for the 1v1 against the jungler. Solid Snake trying, he's trying to get something back. He is going to be allowed to retreat, but he's just hitting a ward. He doesn't have the time.
Doing this.
There's no way. They could just end it here. 18 seconds, 20 seconds, counting down. This is G2's timer to victory. This is their moment. Everything stood against them in this game, from the draft to the execution, but in the final moments, G2 make it count.
aggressively he is playing. He has a massive forward percentage.
Incredible.
Over 40% forward percentage, playing on his opponent's side of the map.
No deaths until the final game versus KLG in their first one, so he is
Be looking at him, expecting Somage to probably lock in his jungler here, save GVM's pick for last. That is, so if you want to go more extreme though, we have seen things like Felkaz and even Xerath come out from GVM in the past that are a good matchup, but Orianna makes sense and he's going to lock it in. This is really smart. You know, we saw what their last 2 games looked like against G2. Wonder abs.
closer to the Summoner's Cup. We're about to be on the rift for another best of 5. It's G-Rex versus Supermassive.
It's going to be a good one, Riv. Would be such a massive victory for Supermassive if they were to get
It'd be
through.
incredible, Isaac.
You know, they have never made trying to force it out on the Raptors so that he could guarantee that steal of the red, and with a pushing mid lane with bottom lane shoving up.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Not looking good for Fat Fabulous. Flash is still up for him, but he can be followed by PK here looking for that volcanic rupture. One last hit and he gets it on the Q.
the solo kill for PK.
Bottom lane, safe and sound. Just 1 kill in the 6.5 minutes so far.
Here comes
Gets
Empty.
a little sketchy for Stomage. He's forced to flash. Now he's gonna get locked up a 3v1. Snowflower's forced to run and GVM can't help. 2 kills now for G-Rex.
GVM has the blue buff. Catch him with Shockwave.
We were wondering when it would hit. GVM finally going in. Here comes Snowflower, gets the flash, the grand entrance, and the charm. He does pick up the kill as well.
Snowflower with a screen away engage there. The follow-up was insane onto Candy. They're going to get first turn off of that ribbon. What a play from Snowflower.
Quite a bit of gold here for lanes that may not have had that clip they were wanted to be farming at. Quick change of pace, and Koala could go down here. He gets head bumped out on GVM. And a few more attacks.
Oh,
No, it's the flash! That only got worse.
Because that bottom turret is very low, and it will barely stay alive from that minion wave, but
It looks dead.
the Rift Herald is basically like the potential of getting a turret. It's not guaranteed.
Whoa,
dead.
huge damage on the Candy. There's no way he's getting out alive here. Flash still down.
He's got to just drop it now. Okay, so he's going to drop it now. He could look to drop it top and then try to use that to create a play elsewhere, but they're instead going to move 4 members top. They will summon up the Rift Herald, so they should get the charge, and the turret was really down to the wire, but they do execute on a Rift Herald charge here, keeping Shelly healthy, so
I like it.
they can try to walk it into this tier 2 and at least get a charge off on the tier 2. Would be nice to see them do that.
Buying a little bit of time for everyone to get there. And a nice second charge from Shelly.
Coming behind.
Quickness goes in, and that's 2 members down. It's going to be Stitch getting hit up real hard. Koala's only living for a little bit longer on this one as a double kill comes through for Zeitnot. It's going to be a hit out on 2. That's the jungler. No, Candy is going to get himself taken down to possible pentakill now coming in for Stitch. PK's the next one to get hit. There's the quadra kill. Empties in the eyes of Fat Fabulous, but he turns around before he can get the crowd control in. And they don't want it. Just a turret next to come up.
GRX try to commit to the fight afterwards anyway and just get absolutely destroyed, and now Empty. Very slim chances of getting in for this Baron. Snowflower is here to zone him away.
Is that the entrance? I was going to say the Empire inside the fight. And he was heavily targeted by that first pulverize. Yeah, Stitch, 0. It's not what you want to see. Stomage getting knocked back, almost drunk under the table on that one by the explosive cast. Zeitnot's on the bottom of the fight. He starts off real quick with 1. Stitch forced to back out. There's the double kill already as Zeitnot continues to pile it on. The shock and awe from Supermassive is just too much for G-Rex. Fat Fabulous not stopping for the turret this time. There's the Quadra. Oh my God, the Quadra into a penta for Zeitnot.
What a magnet! Zeitnot, they don't even have a tier 1 turret in bot lane, Riv. They're fighting at the inhibitor, getting a pentakill, 9-0 on the Kai'Sa. Complete dominance here in the team fight stage from Supermassive. They're going to be able to get an inhibitor here as well to boot.
9,000 gold lead now coming in favor of Supermassive as they take down the first inhibitor of the game. The last 7 minutes have been incredibly explosive, and Supermassive have been riding the wave. 1 inhibitor on the top side to take down after this, and Koala and the team have to put up a huge defense.
Yeah, looking to push in here past that miasma is a little bit difficult, so Supermassive need to be patient, but in they go!
Featherstorm immediately. That's going to be the Ornhorn going out. Fat Fabulous and Stomage into the middle of the fight. They could be going down. Snowflower's into the middle and pops up the rest of GRX. Health bars are dropping as Empty goes first. Koala's going to fall next as another kill comes through for Zeitnot. He'll pick up another another triple. Pile them on, baby. 16-3 at 30 minutes in. And Supermassive is going to sweep the rug out from under GRX in game 1. And we're going to game 2. How can they respond?
12-0-1 for Zeitnot. What an insane. So, Fabulous should have
Stitch get the Kaisa second time around.
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense here. Take that.
Got some pretty good range between Snowflower and Zeitnot on that bot side. They are going to let the time tick down so they can just discuss things, and it is going to be the lock-it.
You can kind of follow Rakan back on the Battle Dance if you hit that Zenith Blade, pulling you sometimes on top of both the Xayah and the Rakan line on the bad side of the mid lane matchup. And if they play around like him like they did in game 1 and also get him a good matchup.
GBM's Ari!
Oh,
hell yeah!
Blind Ari!
Let's go! One final pick now is Ornn coming in for G-Rex.
This is going to be pretty crazy here.
Aatrox in the mid lane.
Yeah, Aatrox flex to mid lane. Ornn up there in the top lane. This is the first time all year that GBM
do anything. Oh, to bring the Impale,
oh,
G becomes less slippery.
The pink ward actually spotted them all out. No one walked over and checked that, and they're going top lane. Here's the Nocturne
from Fabulous, keeps himself alive, and they get Fear of Death.
Anytime you are playing this Nocturne, you want to look for those kills early and often, but here is Empty and Candy setting up a kill, looking for Stomage, and he may just walk right into him.
He doesn't have flash from the top lane play, quickly impaled and taken down. Stomage with just a sliver of health left, and donked by Candy on the Aatrox.
Yeah, started to threaten that roam up. We'll see if they want to dive this. I think this is a tough one to pull off, but there's no MR and no HP built up.
They telegraphed it in. Foxfire is going to grab aggro. No, Fabulous grabs aggro right away. Beautifully done on the Urgot for GBM to get the damage in and pick up another kill for top lane.
Yeah, and that's what can happen. It really can. And you can kind of see that G-Rex is feeling the pressure to get something done on the bottom side of the map. Their top lane is really hemorrhaging a lot of gold, a lot of farm up there on the top side of the map, and they're saying we got to make something happen on the bot side, but Supermassive is handling it, and they're going to take the mid lane turret with this Rift Herald. Easy peasy.
Nice push from Fabulous. He put 2 wards very deep in the jungle along
Super
the go. Charm onto Candy. He is down. As that is going to be Sweets for the side, a Supermassive. Turret's going to go down to mid lane as well with the help of Shelly. Koala looking from the right side. Solar Flare again off cooldown. He is just using that as he...
G-Rex showcased a strong group's performance, but there were some questions about how strong was their group, how strong were the opponents, but here's the engage.
Oh, they get Empty. Will they be able to take him down right away? Oh, they're onto the back line and trying to get away as Stitch. He goes down immediately. Stomage getting out from under the turret. Koala's going to be the next one to go to possibly as Empty gets pulled in a Fear Beyond Death. And they're going to drop PK. The turret isn't even damaging Fabulous as the team can prioritize the next target. G-Rex is looking to save their hides now as bot lane turret goes down. They head to base and Supermassive heads to the bank.
Oh my God. So really not too bad there for GBM, and PK now down in this rush. Not sure you really want to be up in this guy's face like this.
Flipped and tripped. Disdain is on. They try to purge him out, and that's going to be the hit coming in. Is Stomage going to be able to get the kill? Yes. No, Stomage gets killed, I should say. Stitch comes up with that one, and they're now trying to turn it on to Fabulous, but he's just too tense.
They agree. That being said, though, if they can hang on in these fights.
Deja vu towards the bot side. Blade Caller not able to get those in, but he is still going to be suppressed. Fear Beyond Death takes down PK from just about full health as the team continues to shred his HP into that execution range.
Yeah, they still have Nocturne ultimate, and the Recon ultimate is about to come up. They could actually look for a dive here. Candy's just getting back to base. It's temporarily a 5v3.
Watching to see what Koala could try and do. He does have Solar Flare up, and he's probably the only one going in with Empty on the small follow. Empty's flash is out. The Impale can't even come in now, as they'll have to walk into the fight. Great job by Supermassive to stay as that death ball. Nobody can actually find a target that they want, and it makes it almost impossible to engage. Now they're gonna have to take Fabulous, but it's definitely not what they want. Candy tries to go in. Fabulous finally down after 4 members can focus all their damage in. Here comes the Ornn Horn, and PK is back up, and it looks like Supermassive have overstayed their welcome. Triple kill for Candy, as Supermassive is caught with their hand in the jar.
We'll see if he can actually even get the vision
Vision denied.
That's a big
Alteration Warp outside to see that he is coming in. 5,000 onto Baron. Zeitnot just on the bottom side. Stomage flashing in, and he's not going to get it. But the timing was there. A valiant attempt by Stomage.
Play, but they're by no means in control. They're still pretty far down. So Supermassive need to stay calm.
Horn's going to start the fight off as they do see Charm is down for GBM. They try to focus him. Suppressed in is Fabulous once again. Snowflower goes in with a 3-man knockup. Is the follow-up damage there as all of G-Rex starts to go low. Fear Beyond Death gets onto Candy, but he is able to resurrect with World Ender. Stitch goes in, and the Cathian Rain gets the double kill to come in. He throws down the stopwatch, and he is safe in place. They will be able to grab mid lane, and a huge fight from G-Rex after Baron.
2 for 0. They're going to get so much now with the Baron buff here.
There's
Supermassive need to leave.
GLP flashes are happening. PK low, Orbit Deception, true damage almost taking him on the way back out. And mid turret is going to go down as G-Rex is starting to suffocate Supermassive's lead, or what they had of one. To the map, you see Baron wearing off now for G-Rex. 4,800 gold power play. The same play from Supermassive. Deja Vu. This is the fight that went in favor of G-Rex, but it's starting off on the right foot for Supermassive as they again shock and awe. The GLP onto G-Rex, and now the chase is on as G-Rex cannot return the damage. They've lost GBM. But he can 0 out if Stitch makes a bad move. This guy, he's not really going to position that bad, though. You'll see up and off of the Spooky Ghost. Nice in coming in from Snowflower. Is it going to be enough, though? They take down Koala right away, but they're not able to trade too much more damage forward just yet. PK's close to going down, and now Empty and Candy have their eyes set on Fabulous. They pull him back to Stitch. It is a double kill for Zeitnot, but Stitch is alive on the outside. Now forced out of the fight. It's not looking good for G-Rex. They have been pushed into the base, and Supermassive wins in the jungle fight. Once 3,500 HP on to Baron. It's going to be Candy there as well to try and create Distractin with a little bit of hit over the wall. Empty throws a Fracture in, but he's not going to be able to make it. Disdain closer, goes down to Fabulous, and Stitch is now into the fight. Will they be able to take Baron off of the members of Supermassive? But there is no chase to be had after that, and Supermassive can now start to push the lanes. Here in defense for G-Rex, so it goes to Supermassive 7-2. And turrets, mind you, here, Supermassive starts to destroy every structure on the map that G-Rex has.
We need to see Supermassive now play with some patience, though. Look at this minion wave in the bottom lane. That is enormous on the minimap. That will push up and actually be able to pressure the inhibitor tower on its own, the inhibitor itself. So really, they just need to sit around, don't rush it, wait for someone to have to go wave clear that, then look for a dive if they're going to.
My eyes are on Empty, also looking at that Horn. Candy tries to go in, nearsighted, and that is going to be, I believe, GBM getting locked in. No, it's Snowflower, so he cannot initiate.
Yeah, I mean, the Ahri is playing more of kind of the supportive style of role, slowing them down, but they're looking for a fight now.
Zeitnot gets his Storm onto that Feather Storm, rather.
Onto Zeitnot!
Solar Flare. Koala goes in, and it's going to be Zeitnot going down immediately inside the fight is Snowflower, but he goes down before being able to pop anybody else up as Stitch starts to pick up the kills we saw him getting last game. And now Fabulous is going to find himself going down. Huge plays in the triple kill for Stitch. Another Deja Vu. I cannot believe this is how G-Rex is able to come back in each game as Supermassive finds themselves.
I think this is the game. I think G-Rex is just going to walk it down and end the game here. The respawn timers are too long. They couldn't cut off the minions, and G-Rex should have it here unless GBM can pull off some sort of a miracle.
Inhibitor's going to go down. GBM the only one left here. Stomage on the backside saying, walk this way. Look at me. He's trying to hit up Empty. They go for the turrets, and G-Rex has just flipped this game on its head. A few minutes ago, G-Rex was defending their inhibitors, and now inside the base of Supermassive, they are putting on a clinic to take down the towers. Here it comes from Snowflower. Zanya's in from Candy, and game 2 goes to G-Rex.
For G-Rex, I think surprising. Olaf, another good option here.
And on the ban list,
a little bit more early game power. They are
Aurelia has been on the ban list, and they decide to lock that in right away against
B.
Yeah.
You could still be saving that. So if we don't have Kaisa going for an AD build and going AP instead, things could get mixed up, but it's going to be GBM likely here with Akali.
Really?
Lucian going to the bottom lane. This is going to be an explosive mid lane. Akali versus Aurelia.
In. How do we expect this to play out? What should we be seeing Zach doing and Stomage down the Gragas doing this game to start off?
So I'm really expecting Zach to just be looking to get those early levels. Zach's early ganks are pretty weak until you get a couple points. All-Star is pretty brutal, and everyone hitting level 6 now, so certainly fireworks are available. They're going in.
Black Shield's a longer cooldown than a headbutt pulverize. Soul Shackles goes down. They get a nice stun onto Zeitnot. Will he be able to come back with the damage? Flashing forward, Stitch gets the heal, and it's going to be the kill for Koala. They look to lock down Snowflower, and they will shrivel him up. No, Koala is going to back up. It looks like they'll be able to get him. He just doesn't want to give the kill to Empty. Where is good guy Stitch on this one? Come back and get the kill, bro. Wow, that is a broman.
GBM also massively ahead in farm in that mid lane, so those guys are playing well and looking for the dive now, perhaps.
GBM in and out of the Shroud. He did take a bit of turret aggro first. Candy very low. There's the second dash in. GBM doesn't have much more damage, and he goes down to Candy. Candy will not fall with the retribution kill around the map, and Candy comes up huge on Stomage, the double kill in mid.
Oh, man. He canceled his last auto there, and the pop-off from the G-Rex coach. He is pumped up, and meanwhile, in the bottom lane, the carnage continues.
Black Shield entrance. Zeitnot's going to be rooted up in place, abducted back as well. That's Ace. Oh, that's the replay from bottom. It still deserved a... I think you're right. Stomage is so pressured on doing it. Soul Shackles immediately on the bot lane. A little bit of a dark binding wide, and they'll still be going for Baron, or Dragon rather. That's Infernal going over to Stomage, but now he's in a pretty sore fight as GBM gets into this one. Throws out the kunai, and now he's going to be dealing the damage. First kill to Empty. Candy's stunned. Candy's down by the hands of Zeitnot, and Supermassive once again suffocates.
Stomage able to steal away that Infernal as well. That was huge.
Just a little tappy. And he gets the kill. Supermassive, interesting move. I say the pressure on bot for Supermassive because they warded up. Yeah. And they say, oh yeah, we should probably go top side. They're gonna have to move all those wards to the other side of the map. It'll help that bad tool wave, but it'll be nice and big for him to clean up on the bot side of the map.
Yeah, and I think this is pretty well orchestrated by G-Rex. Here comes the engage.
Flawless duet onto GBM. Candy's everywhere, trying to give him 2 and 3 things to think about. Oh my god! Koala gets absolutely obliterated by the cast, but they return the kill onto Stomage and bite back immediately. What a quick 1-2 from each team.
Yeah, trade for kills, but Lucian is on the top side. It's a 4v3 in mid lane, and the Rift Herald is available for G-Rex. They're looking for more.
Huge bot lanes pushing in their favor as well as they yo-yo this back and forth. They found GBM a bit. He gets out of the Shroud, and now they can see him. Fabulous is trying to be a tank on the front with Snowflower. He goes down, Unbreakable Will is there, but they will burn through it. It doesn't even matter. No, Snowflower lives. And it's Fabulous that goes down as the sacrificial lamb. A nice dive in from Stitch will solidify that kill on Alistar, and mid-turret will fall. Obviously, they're going to walk through it. These things on the kind of that edge mentality when you're making a choice and it's not working out for you is happening for Supermassive in small moments. Here for Snowflower, another one not working out. Ultimate Zeitnot just listen on to that one, and Snowflower may be able to walk out of this one alive. Stitch won't have the final say on this one. Stitch is gonna go down right away, and they lose Snowflower on the fight anyways. Here comes the Horn, knocking up the team on the way through. His Candy can't get himself into a good spot. Stomage lives with a sliver of health as PK comes through with a quick chomp down onto Zeitnot.
Yeah, GRX almost touches Zeitnot. That was really close to him being in trouble.
Candy looking all right. He should be able to knock it out of this one as he gets put right to the back of the fight. The front line is still the tankiest for Supermassive here, and they can put it into the damage area. PK gets himself into a real sore spot as he goes down, and Supermassive says thank you very much for 2 kills. Everything into Snowflower hasn't really worked for them just yet. Snowflower says, well, you have no choice. Dark Binding just misses over the left shoulder of every member of Supermassive, and Stitch is unthreaded.
They take down Stitch.
Kind of seeing Empty, Stitch, Candy making plays around the map until Supermassive now finding these fights. These are the fights that they win. GBM pulls aggression. You see Stomage come in. You see a few other members, but not this time. The story's written for G-Rex. The kill comes through. 1 going in for Stitch is now the fight. 3 knock up over onto Stomage, Snowflower, and Zeitnot as he is the focus. Fabulous giving him great defense and peel as Zeitnot can trigger back into the fight. They have lost GBM. That's a lot of damage down for Supermassive, and they are forced to turn from the fight as G-Rex once again finds the fight they need for Baron.
Yeah, they're going to commit to this Baron. No chance of stopping it for Zeitnot and Fabulous. G-Rex are going to take a huge lead in this game with the...
Right, doing a little fight tracking here. Definitely eyes on Empty to see him diving in. Snowflower for the crowd control as Koala also keeps eyes on him with the black shield. Candy's up on the top side, looking to get in the fight as the Horn comes out. Empty tries to jump in right away to deny the fight. In goes Snowflower for the double hit on the backside. It goes on the side. GBM's very low off Killer Instinct right away. Fabulous tries to get out of the fight. PK zones 2 off, just behind the inhibitor. Supermassive now trying to look at the fight and see how they can get back in. One, it's Candy. They gulp him up, and now it's the rest of the members in the eyes of Supermassive. Crazy.
If they can turn this into a big win. They got 1 kill, but here's G-Rex.
Stomage going very low, has to use the Zanyas at that point. What a hit from Empty! Knocking up 3 members of Supermassive and a Supermassive hit. Big stuff from GRX as Fabulous starts to trade back with a little bit of damage on that Ornn. Empty in now, takes down Zeitnot by himself in mid lane as Fabulous next to go down. PK takes him out. Setting up on the right side. Supermassive wants to take PK down. How long can he live? It's big Cho'Gath, but he's going to go down eventually, and it's going to be pressure now from Supermassive to come in onto G-Rex. How long do they stay, and do they overstay their welcome? Koala and Empty are going to be on the left side. Teleport coming in on the top to get that Fabulous back in before the rest of the team. That's actually going to be Zeitnot in with the culling first. Nexus is already going down. There's no chance to stop it. G-Rex through the front door says thank you very much.
First pick Varus then. I wouldn't be surprised to see that going through. It's going to be Rakan. We'll see if they do go the way of having GBM playing a more supportive style.
Supermassive selecting blue for this one, and it might be the Lucian lock-in with 13 turn. Could be the selection in. Follow up on a lot of...
On the side of Supermassive, no one that really wants to answer those waves solo. And if you lock in the Rise, you send him to the side.
To focus this series for Stomage when he's able to get in with aggression. Predator on and Predator out.
Yeah. That one was a bit ambitious. I don't think anything much was going to really happen there. It's worth a try, I guess, but they're actually going to try to go for the fight here.
Realm Warp will put him in front of GBM, but that could be a Shockwave ultimate to keep Candy in place. Damage down to Stomage. Dragon's going to come up as he is angry about the fight and is dead. And here's the Horn. Blast code over. Oh, what a shot by PK! Eagle Eye Horn coming through. And Zeitnot tries to deter Koala and Stitch from any more fight.
Culling is getting low.
Culling coming out. That could be another reason for G-Rex to fight. Stitch uses the heal. Zeitnot now forward a little bit, also uses his heal to get away, and here comes the Horn through 1 member. They get Zeitnot even on the flash. Dustbringer doesn't make it, but Candy does. And he picks up his first kill of the game. G-Rex now 3-0. Knows how to use his forehead. Knocking those through. Big noggin PK on this Ornn.
Accurate noggin.
Accurate noggin indeed. Ooh, they try to throw down Paranoia, and it will be successful in taking down Zeitnot. They won't be able to get here in game 4 on that Ornn for PK. Koala a little too close for comfort. The culling almost killing him, but it's going to be the ignite from Snowflower to come through his Stitch, trying to be that body blocker.
Teleports, which have been so impactful.
It's scary. Nocturne ultimate already onto GBM in the mid lane. They are able to take him down immediately. He doesn't go anywhere. Empty's actually very low. Black shield on. Here comes Fabulous from the bot lane. Absolutely decimates him as the Horn comes through. Shield your eyes from the ornographic material. Stomage is going to be going down. Fabulous may be next as they try to turn the fight. And Zeitnot is just a little too late for the party.
And this was a great re-engage. If Lucian was there at the same time, I think they can win that fight. Unfortunately, he was nowhere to be seen, but they do now drop the Rift Herald. They get 1 turret. They're trying to push up and look to threaten a second. We'll see if they go too far.
EK is trying to stay on the front line. Searing charge backwards means he loses a bit of that ground movement that he could get back into the fight with. Candy just on the end. Horn is about to come off a cooldown. PK can use it. Fires up the Horn and he slams down the mallet. In goes Empty and he tries to get the kill, but he can fall. Empty stays alive. They've got Stomage on the run now as Zeitnot and Fabulous try to run down mid lane. GBM's already been wiped out of the fight. There's the grab onto Stomage. Oh, he puts himself back into the frying pan. And he's cooked up with the rest of the team.
He is running out on the map. Doesn't have Smite just yet, but it's looking like Supermassive may be too late to challenge.
Fat Fabulous is going to try his hardest to get in here. Dark Binding is nice, but Snowflower still wants to crowd control the team. He has his quickness. He can get in and charm them up and at least deter the fight. Zeitnot trying to put damage onto PK. Gets hit by the Dark Binding. Koala is hitting true, but he's out of mana now. He can't offer too much.
In there.
Well, 1,700 on the Baron. Fat Fabulous is low. That's going to be a smite for Empty, and they do grab Baron.
The Rise ult!
Koala's left out to dry, but that's all right for G-Rex. Second tier up. And that's already at half health. Baron minions are coming in. This is a hell of a Baron power play. Oh my god, Fat Fabulous could go down. Use a stopwatch. It's going to be a wanted in from Snowflower. And here comes Empty for the paranoia. Ornhorn going all the way through the fight as PK cannot get it back in for the knockup, but it's not going to deter them from going under the turret. They do get sight knocked down immediately. Fat Fabulous doing what he can to stop the rest of the fight, but the turret is in the eyes of G-Rex now as PK goes forward with a double searing charge knockup on a GBM and Snowflower. Snowflower with the ability to go back in now on his grand entrance and battle dance out, but they have to be wary of what they take. Candy has been on the top side, clearing inhibitors by himself. Yeah. The participation scores across the board for G-Rex. Everybody's had their hand in the pie. Everyone's participating, and Zeitnot is getting a little hypey as they want to solidify some kills. They say G-Rex has taken too much. Airborne knocked up, knocked down is Koala as he gets a taste of his own medicine. Candy and PK from the other side now. Empty puts himself in the frying pan. No, he's going to go down to the GA. Zeitnot's on the right side of the fight. Eyes onto him as he tries to deliver in the Lucian damage. A great kill onto Empty coming in from GBM, and Stitch is looking for his targets. Not even afraid of a 2v1. Fat Fabulous falls into Scion death form, and Stitch able to push the rest of the members of Supermassive out. Down goes Snowflower.
And this could do it. We'll see. They're actually not even going to try to push the base.
They won't. No.
They're just taking an inhibitor, and wow, I'm actually really surprised they're not even going to try to go Realm Orb right over to Baron.
Teleports there. There's wards all over for Fat Fabulous to get in. Eyes on Stomage for the back line. Where's Snowflower going to go to the back line with his quickness? Ornhorn goes out but doesn't do too much damage. Koala is taking a hell of a lot of damage to start. PK is not in a good spot. And so far, so good for Supermassive to find the fight that could become in the next few seconds. Fat Fabulous is going to be the first one here to get some face checked in. They don't have a lot of vision to do this, so it's a very haphazard walk-in for this initiation for Zeitnot. He is in the face of Candy, almost two-shot by the machine gun mage. Candy gets out alive. Quickness is used. Huge battle dance and entrance there as GRX can now re-look at the fight. Big damage from Stitch. Zanya's onto Stomage as he is forced to use a bit of that utility. It looks disgusting, Azale. A clinic here from G-Rex if they can win the fight, but it is going to be Candy shut down first. Fat Fabulous trying to deny PK, trying to deny Stitch. Koala 200 HP from going down, and it looks like Supermassive has turned the tide of the fight. PK's gonna go down, and G-Rex is looking sore on this one.
Supermassive against the odds and kite out the fight. Such to challenge us. They don't have vision in the area. They don't have the knowledge of where everyone is. And if you step forward and have one bad fight, the game ends just like that. So they need to pick their moment. And they're going to try to look for a fight where they at least have vision, where they at least know what's going on. But it's G-Rex onto the Baron once.
Whoa, they started with 3. They actually have Candy on the bot side to teleport in on this one, and he can't get Fat Fabulous can't get there. Teleports down for him. Ornhorn comes out. They got 2 into the choke point on the bot side of jungle. But here comes the rest of Supermassive on the backside. A nice hit up by PK in the searing charge. And a very much resurrecting Zeitnot trying to stay alive as he gets himself back up. Relentless pursuit to safety as PK will now take down Snowflower, and this could be it, Azale. A fight on 2 fronts.
They're teaming in the base.
Could not handle. That's going to be Stomage going down. G-Rex looking great inside the base of Supermassive. Unstoppable as he gets into the base. Fat Fabulous stays alive if he can give one last ounce of breath with Zeitnot to defend the Nexus. G-Rex looking to move on to the main stage. 18-8 in one of the bloodiest series we've had as teams try to make it. Fabulous low, but it is GRX, Stitch, Koala, and PK to put the finishing touches on the game. They know they've got it. They're padding the stats. G-Rex has to feel fantastic in their first ever appearance at Worlds. They're going to be making it to the main stage. Supermassive doing everything they can to stop them, but it'll never be enough. G-Rex is moving on.